Hey!
Hey!
Space Latino, how are you doing today?
What a compliment.
Más o menos, y tú?
My name is Tommy, and I live in this casa. I would like to invite you to episode, I've lost number, 9? Episode 9,
I believe it's 9, yeah.
Episode 9. Today we are about to kill a child, maybe. It's okay because all the players are technically children in this episode. Also, it's a game. Please don't come after me. I didn't mean what I just said. It's a fictional world. Also, keep listening and you'll understand. My name is Tommy, and I'm about to put my foot in my mouth again. Jeff, you wanted to discuss something?
Hi. Loyal listeners, my name is Jeff. And
Hi,
can I get
Jeff.
one more subscriber, please? That would be great.
He's at 99. If he gets another, it'll be 100.
100. Dude, should I do like a 100 subscriber reveal video?
Heck
Yes.
yeah.
If I get 100 subscribers, I'll inform you all of what my middle name is.
No one?
If I get 100 subscribers, I will drink 2 of our new large Rebel cans from Dutch Bros as fast as possible. That would be 32 ounces of Rebel.
With the video on?
Why not?
Oh, that's excellent.
I'll do a specific,
I should share this
like,
somewhere.
one-off
Be like,
video.
Follow this
Like,
person.
please subscribe to this.
I should
man.
make a fake account just to follow you.
No, that's cheating.
Huh.
No.
Alright, what's the
Don't do that.
discussion that you wanted to have about the game?
Okay, so, personally, Gregory and hopefully Franz doesn't... We don't have... I say we, like, as if I'm playing Franz. I don't have... Gregory doesn't have, like, negative feelings toward the master of the house. Assuming that the master of the house is in his true form currently. I like Briar. My character's always liked Briar. Briar might even like me. Giggity.
I think Aaron has a crush on Briar.
Aaron?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
so
did
I
totally
mean,
like make out with your cheek.
feeling.
make out with your cheek.
I feel like I'd be a lot more into being like
Aaron-
doing
Aaron's like,
romance
"That's the
stuff,
stuff."
with my characters if I was single. But because I'm not.
I'm sorry. Start over. I was not listening.
I feel like I have more interest in doing like romantic stuff with my characters in these games if I was single.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Don't let the guilt. Like,
I don't
it's
know.
not even a guilt.
I feel like I cared more when I was for that
Oh
time.
my god.
When we were playing, whoever that was.
I
I don't know why.
I definitely feel awkward about even stepping into a romantic role when I'm playing 5e in the other game that I'm doing. I'm like, because then I'd be doing romance with like a person that I know who's doing another character, so it'd be kind of like role playing with a person who's not my wife.
Sorry.
That feels really wrong.
Oh,
And that's like, no.
and
So-
this is weird. If I'm playing a man, it feels less weird. Like when I was Dave that time in the other dwarf and we were getting it on, that was just fine.
That's why you just fall in love with NPCs.
Like I'm bi.
So
I
that
don't know why
way
it matters.
you have romantic talk with the DM. But if the DM is a woman, then boy, I guess I'm screwed.
I mean, I'm part woman. I have an X chromosome. Anyway, so Franz, you're assuming Franz's thoughts. Franz has no negativity towards Briar at all.
Yeah, so I'm more just like pleasantly surprised, I guess, in terms of like who the master of the house is. Like, oh, the Briar. Like,
Or
what
is
brings
it
you here? Blah, blah, blah. Like that kind of. I have that kind of like
mystery?
approach. Like, oh, Briar, and also like, how did you get here? Like, why are you here? And also, we came across a bedroom with like a bunch of pictures of us, and it was weird,
And
except for
then
Franz.
a bedroom with a bunch of hanging,
Like, I'm actually
charred
just
dead people.
very open
Hey.
about everything that we've come across. Basically, like I'm just like blah 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 blah. Like,
Okay.
Good,
I'm
me
doing the
too.
Gryffindor thing where I'm just super extroverted and talky.
Okay.
Aaron too, I think.
If we're going to actually step into actual role play now, I'm going to quickly review, because you're saying blah, 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 and I doubt you're saying that. So, Briar did this thing where he touched his face, looked down at his hands, touched his face again, slowly turned towards you.
Yeah.
You saw Briar's face, and he said the words, day in, day out, huh? And then after he says that, he turns his back to you again, looking at something on the desk, as if you don't matter.
Oh, that's a little weird. I'm gonna ask Briar. I'm gonna say you're checking your complexion. Who did you? I'm assuming you polyjuiced into the form of someone else. I'm just curious. Like,
You'd be wrong.
Or are you really Briar? Are you really Briar?
He says over his shoulder, you guys are not seeing his face right now.
Yeah.
He turns over his shoulder and he says, take their guns.
Who to Bert and Ernie? Ert, Bernie? Who's he talking to? I don't have a gun.
All three of your guns are snapped out of your grasp.
Oh, I did have a gun.
yeah.
And both elves catch all three of them awkwardly because they're both literally taller than themselves. And they like awkwardly walk them over to the fireplace and lean them against the mantle.
You know,
And then walk back.
that rifle really came in handy when we were attacked by a bunch of resurrected, disgusting would-be house elves.
Upon your words,
Right.
Ert and Bernie look very uncomfortable
They
and try to chance glances back at their master.
looked like they'd been like literally dug up from the ground. They were covered in dirt.
Ert covers his ears.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't enjoy having to destroy them with the rifle.
I'm sure you didn't.
They were dead, we thought. So.
Yeah. You've killed them before.
Oh. Well. Explain? We didn't mean to even come here. It
Cody, come here.
was kind of an accident. I kind of found a fire in Hogwarts and jumped into it
Yes.
because I thought I could help.
Yes. Help what exactly? You've never been able to actually tell me that.
Okay, stepping out of Aaron for a minute.
Sure. Hi, Jenny.
I forget why I did that, but
You saw a flu network and you jumped in.
Okay, I remember. It's because something was on fire and I thought that I could catch whoever was setting the fires in the castle and screwing with stuff in the castle. That's why. I'm impulsive, alright? So sue me. Hi, Cameron.
I'm impulsive. Sue me.
Ouch.
There's a plug right behind you.
Oh. It's okay, it's long, cool.
Sweet.
I'm actually going to add to that because I imagine Aaron was saying that in character.
Yes.
So sue me!
No, it's not that part. But I'm going to add to that. Be like, yeah, speaking of the flu network, it was in Hogwarts. And we're here now.
Right.
Like,
And we've been just
is
trying
this
to get
like
home.
a connection that you've been regularly using to get in and out of school grounds?
And why?
You can trust me. I'm not gonna like rat you out or anything. It's just
No, we're
because I know that
pals.
you're fighting your own battle,
We're
and
pals,
I feel for you.
right? We helped
He
you with stuff.
he turns around to you, exasperated, and he says, "Forgive me if I just don't care. Because honestly, I've had this conversation with both of you over 100 times. And I'm not even kidding."
Oh, is this just
How long have we been trapped in here?
are we part of your time loop? Assuming that you set up this time loop,
Oh no.
I'm probably saying the
Are
same
we
thing
going
the
to
100th
be
time again.
stuck here for the rest of our lives?
Let me
Do
ask.
you need help?
If you went through the kitchen, that meant one of you got hungry, and then you ventured upstairs looking for any sort of guidance. You probably fought my mom, who's a banshee, and you probably found my brothers, who are the shadow creatures, probably killed my family. Did you find my gateway?
The
I know where
purple
you go.
shimmery thing?
And you ask the same questions. Why are the paintings so weird? Why do the paintings not talk? Where's the gateway go? What is this necklace that I found?
Oh,
Guys.
This is convenient.
Hi, honey.
No, I'm going out the window. Don't look at me.
Oh, I thought you were just like taking a selfie.
no,
or
there's
something.
the moon is right
Oh.
on top.
There's,
The moon.
There's gonna be an eclipse.
Moon?
Like
Yeah,
right before
before-
dawn.
Where's the moon?
Well, you guys are you're sitting too close to it, but like back here in the kitchen, it's sitting right above.
Oh, I see the moon. I see the top part of the moon.
The moon.
Is it by the tree?
I need my moon.
Oh, I don't know why I said that like Ethan from Grand Gameplays.
Yeah.
Oh, I see the moon.
I need my moon.
Is it that thing where like you have to say an M sound instead of an N sound?
No, he just.
I just goofily said boom.
No, he he just kind of like scrunches his lips together sometimes when he talks, and it comes out like, "Ooh, I just want to see the moon."
Well, that's adorable.
Set it on fire.
If we set the moon on fire, would it burn?
All right. Anyway.
No,
well,
because there's nothing combustible up there. It's Earth. Not
But
Earth.
it's made of
It's
cheese.
rock.
everybody knows the moon's made of cheese.
What if the tidal forces caught fire and like the
See-
forces like spat fire like?
See,
Well,
you guys have literally gone through this so many times. You're now talking about the moon being cheese.
Oh, right. All right. We're sorry. We don't mean to. I swear to God, this was all an accident.
Okay, well, if we've gone through this 100 times or hundreds, like you've said, just direct us. I guess. Do you need help?
Yeah. Tell us what to do.
No.
Get us out of here, maybe.
No.
Oh.
Why? What the hell? Why can't we leave?
Because every time I have tried to explain what I'm doing, you don't get it.
One more move.
Cameron!
Man. Well,
Well, I'm sorry. I guess you're going to have to explain it to us.
I'm not a
100th time.
Ravenclaw. But I'm not a dumbass. At least I think.
You know, I could say probably something really, really unique in order to pique your interest so that you're not having to listen to us the same thing 100 times. I can think of a random thing to say like,
Ravioli, ravioli, give me the formuoli.
ravioli.
Guys,
Yes, Brian.
what's that?
It's coffee.
Yeah, literally in game you have a coffee.
Yeah, John brought it.
He is pointing to your chest.
That's breasts.
Under your breasts.
Like,
In all honesty, I'm acting with. So I'm
I
acting
was
it, so,
saving the bread for later. It
So-
just fits in there so nicely.
God.
No, I don't know what he's talking about. Help.
It's so automatic for you to tuck John against you
Oh.
that you don't at first understand
Okay.
what he's talking about. But then
That's-
as he's fervently, pissedly pointing at you, it finally clicks.
That's my child, John. He's a Kneasel. He came to find us. It's really great, like homeward bound type thing. But he's like skinny, and I want to get him back home where I can get him food and stuff.
He has never been here.
Now he is. It took him a long time to get here, though, I think.
oh, so this time loop repeats only in here, but the outside world is still going in a forward timeline? Da-da-da-da-da.
Like he's very much thrown by John's presence.
Good boy.
What changes would exist from his presence here?
I see a paradox.
It's not a paradox. He's just going to become part of the loop.
Okay. Shit. Are you stuck here too?
His eyes ebb up.
Actually, that's a good question. Are you stuck here too?
No.
Well, then unstick us.
No.
Ugh.
I wish I'd never go in that fire.
Yeah, me too, actually. And it was all stemming from a simple freaking mistake that I made one day. And suddenly, this all happens. If I just freaking turned around and knocked the fire out, you never would have found this place.
Okay. Well,
What you went through was not a flu network. It was a spell cast by Jade magic. Meaning, it only could direct you to one place. That being here. Here, because that's where the Jade Wizard resides. Or is supposed to reside.
Oh, so it's not you then.
Irrefutably, it is me.
Oh. Well, congratulations. And don't kill us.
Don't kill us!
So you're a Jade Wizard. Like, okay, Briarcane is the Jade Wizard of this generation, assumedly.
Give me a cunning check, both of you.
I got 108 plus 4, 10, 7, and 3.
Bless you.
It's over 20 somehow.
17. Plus 1.
4.
18.
Jenny, you notice that as soon as Gregory says, so Briarcane is the Jade Wizard, you watch his face, and you notice that he grimaces.
Oh. Interesting. Have you always known that, or did you figure that out recently?
I had to take it. About... God, what day is it now?
Maybe that's
You'll
why-
actually peel up a calendar.
That's
a
why
little
he's
less than a
so
year ago.
deliciously moody, she thinks to herself.
What do you mean you had to take it? It was passed to you?
The Jade Wizard is a mantle taken through blood. Blood being hereditary.
Okay.
Oh, good. Phew.
We're learning a lot of things right now. Franz, are you writing this down?
Franz is not, but he is glaring daggers at Briar mutely.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were to look closely at him, his hands are shaking around his wand, which is drawn.
Oh, Franz, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, God. It's...
What?
You literally just listened to last episode before this session. What
I did.
happened?
I did. I did. Yeah.
Franz! Why?
Right.
You go!
Sorry.
Franz!
Dude,
Maybe I was just trying to calm him down. I don't know.
I would like to try and console and reason with him now that I know what state he is in while looking at Briar. I'm going to say, Franz, just a little longer. We're getting a lot of, not to say good, but we're getting a lot of necessary information here.
Briar will smirk at that gesture, at you consoling Franz, and he'll smirk and say, "Does Puppy have a thought now? Because every time you're here, he doesn't talk and just looks at you for guidance." And he'll turn around again.
That's meta.
That's mean.
I want both of you to give me an environment check. You're going to roll a cunning check at disadvantage.
Well, I don't like you anymore. 4.
Roll again.
It's like a
Plus
perception type of deal.
12. Plus 1.
9 and 19. So
Okay,
9.
so 9 and 4. You guys are so, like, floored by the sudden rudeness. Like, did that just come out of Briar?
Yeah.
That you're not really aware much more of the environment because you're not really looking around trying to, like, find an explanation, I think. You notice that he is certainly showing attention to something on the desk. And there
Franz
is some...
is?
No,
Briar
is.
Yeah.
And he is... And there's something on the desk next to him that's like on a little stand, like a candlestick. And there's obviously the two house elves between you and him, still looking like avidly at you guys, knitting their fingers together, not moving their feet.
Oh, yeah. Because the unfortunate issue of house elves is that they need to be commanded for the most part.
Yeah, they have to listen to what he
They're
says.
just waiting for a command.
Unless they, like, Yeah, it was really...
Yeah, the whole, like, taking the guns and everything, like, that's... I'm, like, not even bothered by that.
Trying to be explicit about what we saw and just to give them something to think about. I didn't mean to scare the shit out of them.
Hey, Briar, in the 100 other iterations of this happening, did I ever ask you about a note that was, like, scribbled out and not muted, but scuffed out in some parts and was really difficult to read in that regard?
What are you talking about?
There was a note.
Where?
Oh, hell. Bottom floor, I believe, in a study.
And what did this note say?
Something along the lines of, it seemed really urgent, like, not much time, something about the Jade Wizard.
Oh, you're talking about the note from my father.
Okay.
Henrik.
Oh, yeah.
Franz will,
Yeah.
like, actually exhale with a what kind of sound.
Did you
Yes, I did. Thank you.
It's kind of a big deal. Kind of like a whole, like, Darth Vader, I'm your father kind of
Right. Yeah, what happened to him? He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
He got his hand cut off, and then he was like...
How did that happen?
I have the high ground. How'd that happen? I have the high ground. Then he leapt like an idiot and got cut in half. How'd that happen? Well, let's see. He was playing piano, and he was the perfect target, and he wasn't doing anything with the abilities that was gifted to him, so I took them.
So all the urgency of the notes pretty much moot now.
The note itself I've actually never read, but you've asked me about it before.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't know who he was writing to. Something about finding an heir. If he was looking for an heir, he could have looked at me for once in his life.
Oh, that's it.
Briar will... Not Briar, sorry. Who are my characters? Franz will actually speak up this time croakily and say, "You're Enric's son?" And Briar will say, "Yes, puppy dog.
Stop calling him that."
I am Enric's son."
Yeah, why do you call him Puppy Dog? Is this because he doesn't talk?
Have you seen him?
I have.
Yeah, he's
He's
adorable.
very nice.
What does he resemble? Let me give you a quick perception for me.
That.
You guys come in. One of the two of you is always more irked than the other. And then you guys start throwing accusations around. One of you starts throwing questions. He just looks at you lost the whole time, waiting for your opportunity to attack after I explain what I'm doing. And then we have this whole bout, verbal, violent. One of you ends up dying, then the other one does, and he's a quick pick-off after. I would prefer to avoid all of that drama and have all of you just stay put. The loop will restart, you'll be back outside, and not remember a thing.
Oh.
The mechanical trade-off of that.
Maybe you're just saying that so we don't fight you. I think we can take him.
I love this so much.
Franz is a good fighter. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's true, Franz.
Him?
Yeah, I know.
Maybe he's just intimidated by him or something.
But I've
You should have seen what happened to the death. Oh, you did see what happened to the Death Eaters out in Hogsmeade. Remember that?
do
That was
such
frightening.
crazy
And if I remember
stuff.
correctly, you weren't
It freaked him out.
very gifted yourself.
Are you sure it's you?
No,
and you're
perhaps
not
I'm not.
polyjuicing?
Yeah, I'm quite sure. Not much of a potioneer, am I?
Well,
Yeah, me neither.
have I in the other loops, have I talked about the greenhouse and who picks from it and all that?
My greenhouse.
Okay. Was that you that left us the?
The Seymour serum.
You know, I was gonna not.
You said it. So we're gonna act like it was canon that you said it.
Yeah. The Seymour serums.
Run that by me again.
I can't believe this hasn't happened in the other 100
The
iterations.
Seymour serums.
He'll actually stand up straighter, and you'll notice that his wand is in his hand.
Okay.
He'll say, hey, quick question.
Yeah.
Did you take them?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Take them, he says. And they click again. What's your guys' defense?
9.
Cool. Defense?
I have 10. But hold on. Oh, it's just not on my belt.
Oh.
Because I was going to say, I could have sworn I picked up those fucking Seymour serums.
D&D moment.
Whew.
Yeah.
They snap. Snap, snap, snap. And both of you feel a lurch in your bag or your pocket, but it doesn't appear out because either something's keeping it pinned inside your pocket or your bag, or they don't know quite where the little bottles are. I can't remember if you had all 3 of them with you or you shared them.
I don't remember
I
if
don't
I
have any
divided
in
them up,
mine.
but I definitely took them.
Yes, I do remember that. Do you have one written in your inventory?
Nope.
Okay, so I'm going to say all 3 of them are with you, Jeff.
Oh. I finally found it, yeah. It says 3 Seymour serums in my inventory, and none of them are on my belt.
Sweet. So, what's your defense?
10.
Sweet. You feel a big lurch in your bag, and one of them pops out. Roll me a dex check.
Dex check for what?
Recatching it.
I don't attempt.
You do not attempt. Okay.
Well,
Let me control my character, Tommy.
hey. Sounds to me like other people might be getting wind of what's going on here.
Ert catches the little bottle, and he looks at it, unsure of what to do. And then Briar will take a few
I
steps.
can take them out of my bag if you'd like.
Would you? That'd be great.
I mean, yeah, but don't talk to me that way. That's kind of weird.
I thought we were friends, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna take them out,
But
hand them over.
I don't think that anymore.
Why would I be friends with you?
We've had conversations and showing support in the hallways of Hogwarts and trying to identify, what was troubling you and help
Saving
you in
your
your
ass
mission.
from Death Eater looking mother truckers.
He will silently flick, and the 3 bottles appear in the air and then land in his hand. Not even whispering Accio.
That's good for him.
And he will turn around and place the 3 bottles. He'll take a big sigh.
I'm still unsure of how far in the future this
And
is.
that's
He could have
nonverbal
gotten
magic.
new powers.
They don't learn that. And that's advanced magic.
You have
He had
been
nonverbal
here.
spells, yes.
You have been here since October. Today's date is May 24th.
A long time.
It was yesterday. Sorry.
You have been here for many months.
So, in the 7 months that we've been missing, I imagine everyone thinks in the
You're
real
dead.
world.
You're dead to the Wizarding World.
Don't think so. How do we get them serums?
Well, it would make sense because everyone thought that Enric was dead to the Wizarding World, and he's still
Henrik
here.
is dead.
True. What I was saying is that while he was here, while he wasn't dead, that he went missing and therefore was presumed dead in the Wizarding World, as I've understood it. So the same thing could very easily happen to us, to my understanding.
Oh, I mean, eventually, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, after 7 months, that's pretty
I don't
pretty safe bet.
Somebody knows we're here at least.
I don't like the idea of everyone thinking that we're all dead for 7 months.
They don't.
So
Well,
I mean,
not everybody.
the attempt to kind of like reset the whole loop and forget about everything is kind of appealing to me right now.
Whoever gave us serums knows we're here, dude.
I know.
That screwed this guy up.
Right. And we can reconvene with assuming it was Seymour and say, like, I thought that was Cody actually making that noise. Yeah. I mean, we wouldn't know to reconvene with Seymour. And also, another question, would it be appearing in May? And everyone's like, oh my god, you guys are back after 7 months. Or would we reappear in October?
I think you're missing the point. You're not leaving this manor.
Why not?
Because, okay.
I'm sorry. Frankly, a lot of things are unanswered in terms of what we've experienced since we've been here.
I want to fight him, but I don't know if that's like Gryffindor or Jenny or Aaron.
That's not necessarily like the thing to do right now because we're getting a lot of useful information. And also,
but
he's not immediately threatening.
He's taking our stuff and talking to us like we're dumbasses. And he's not
The condescending
very nice
thing, I'm willing to
about.
forgive him for because he's had to deal with us 100 times.
Franz will interrupt your reverie and say, do you remember every time? Do you remember every time that we've come here? Every conversation? And Briar will look at him kind of shocked. And he'll say, yes.
Cool. Did you write them all down?
I mean, yeah, you're clearly not stuck in the time loop. I've
No.
kind of gathered that. So you're 7 months advanced,
I mean,
if you will.
if we kill him, I mean, that would probably
He did
free us
mention
from
mention that he took on the Jade Wizard mantle last year, which could have been
Almost a year ago, he said.
okay. Well, anyway, 7 more months with the new Jade Wizard power. I imagine he's probably pretty gifted. Unlike the
Oh, right.
yeah. So I mean, there's just like a lot in the manor, and I don't particularly care forgetting about everything. But what I do care about is like my loving family and friends and ambitions to be a chef, and wanting all my Hogwarts friends and such to know that I'm alive.
Right. Me too.
You made an offer earlier about like forgetting everything and appearing back at like the manor's doorstep or something. You worded it.
That's what
that way, I
happens
think.
every cycle.
Okay, so what's preventing us from leaving? We could just walk away, can't we?
Me.
Well, why do you want to keep us here?
Because you gave up your opportunity to leave as soon as I tried to tell you what I've been doing. What is the point of this? I've already tried to explain this to you a dozen different ways.
Okay.
You want to try just walking out the door?
We could. I mean, we could leave.
Sayonara, suckers.
Franz will say, I'm not leaving.
Why not?
Because he has my grandfather's body.
Anyone?
Okay,
And
that's...
based on what he's saying, he killed my grandpa.
Okay.
So then...
So you want to fight him?
No, so then... Briar will really look at Franz and say, run that by me again?
He said what he said.
I mean, go for it.
Franz will say, angrily, Enric Esteban was my grandfather, who left my family when I was 7, and we could never find him. And apparently he's been here and fathered you, a person who is about my age, which means that he was working 2 families somehow. Fathered and grandfathered multiple times over, apparently. But regardless, you killed him for some imaginary power. There's a silence that follows.
Yeah. I think that's the accusations bit that Briar had mentioned earlier.
And Briar will say, where did you get this backbone?
He's had it the whole time, if you would just look.
Not for the last
Pay attention.
100 conversations.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so there's different things in this loop. We got a
That
weasel,
doesn't
and we have
happen.
a backbone.
That doesn't happen.
Well,
Oh,
it
good.
happens.
Let's keep fucking with it. I mean,
So he will actually point his wand at Franz
Hey,
and
well,
say,
don't.
what did you do to the loop? I'm imagining that you're Franz right now.
Okay.
What did you do to the loop?
Can I play Franz or something? Okay.
I would like to get my wand out if it's not.
It's out. You whip it out.
I don't have my wand out, but I'm kind of like not standing directly in front of Franz. But as soon as he pointed at him, I was like, like
Franz already reacted by putting his wand up too.
Hey, get your wand out. You're a wizard. Come on.
it's like hovering. My hand's hovering very, very nearby it. It's just not out because there's no reason to have your freaking wands out right now. We're talking. My character actually is like, "What? Stop it!"
I'm the Hufflepuff here, and I am over this.
What good? Okay, my character actually gets a little angry. What good does fighting Briar do?
It avenges my grandpa.
Yeah.
That's great. It's also one of the sins of life. Pride.
We don't have to kill him.
So we just
Just
let
knock it
him
out.
go for openly admitting to murder and keeping us trapped for months in a time loop in his house? We just let that happen?
In this situation, I think that would be wisest.
It's really your only choice, Briar says.
No, we can
As
knock you out
infuriating
and then
as-
leave and go get some help.
You're Franz right now. As infuriating as all this is and what he's saying. Thank you. Good job.
Thank you. I'm Franz.
DM is pulling his lips apart. We don't really know why. I don't know why.
I'm
Moment.
Franz. It's a really funny sound that you made.
Do you want to know how I got these scars?
Yeah. Thank you. Oh yeah, I just don't see a reason to actually like open the doors to people dying right now.
Just bop him on the head real hard.
Based on being trapped. Sure, that's awful, and I don't want to really associate myself with Briar after this whole event, assuming we are able to get out.
Yeah.
And I understand that, you're all kinds of upset with Enric and him taking the power from him and all that. That's very dishonorable. Very bad. I get it. But, like, answering with more bad doesn't really cause much good. The good that would come from it is outweighed by the bad. And Franz, I don't want you to die, because frankly, I believe him when he says that he's killed each and every one of us 100 times over.
Well, maybe he'll just do it again, whether we decide to attack him or not. We'll see, won't we?
You look back over to Briar to see what he's doing in that moment. Just a quick glance, like,
Sure.
Is your wand still out?
That's fair, because I'm kind of like...
And it's not. He's actually put it away. He's actually no longer in the position that he was in. He returned to his desk. And he's looking at that thing that was on the candlestick.
Describe the thing
It is
on
a
the council.
small, about a tennis ball size, and it's mirrored. So it's like constantly reflecting some sort of light. Its hue is silvery blue. And it seems to be made out of some sort of glass.
Oh.
You said it was a sphere?
Yes.
I know what it is, I think.
But your characters have never seen one.
Well, this is a bind.
Tennis ball, orb. silvery blue, reflective.
Can I explain to him what I think it is?
Me,
Like,
Jeff,
Jetty?
You never took divination, so you would not even have a hope to understand what it is.
me, Jeff, I think I know what this is. And honestly, Gregory might know what it is.
this is hard to have to play my character. Even.
Does Gregory notice? Because he repositioned himself and is fixated on it.
Gregory would notice where Briar is looking, yes.
Okay. Am I able to deduce what the orb is?
Give me a true check.
Okay.
Both
I
of you
do
give
it
me
too?
true checks.
That might have been the most upsetting.
4.
That might have been one of the most upsetting.
Natural 20.
Oh
Wow.
no! Wait,
I
was
just
that
want to
Ron's?
say, just because it was, I'm not kidding. That was one of the most upsetting, almost natural 20s I think I've ever experienced.
It was 20 then 2.
Because it was 20 than 2, but the way in which the 2 fell, it took an absurdly long time for it to actually roll to the 2.
I could swear I looked at that and it was a 2 on top.
Yeah, it was
Earlier.
it was bizarre. Like it really
What the hell?
was balanced.
You know, I realize this
crazy.
might come across as a pity, but I'm tired of Franz keep getting the good rolls, so I'm going to pass this to you. Because
Sure.
it makes the most sense for you to get it because you've taken divination.
Okay.
So one day,
Right.
Professor Shala let slip that she once took a tour within the Department of Mysteries. And once there,
That's right.
she took a tour through the Hall of Fate. And in there are hundreds of these orbs upon thousands of shelves.
Jeff was right. For the record.
Multi-tiered shelves.
Mhm.
These are prophecies.
Mhm.
And they are labeled as by the person who took the prophecy and actually recited it, and what the prophecy, what it includes as far as like who it's for or about. Okay, but you can't see that information from this distance, but you just
Right.
know that's what it's.
Like, hey, that's a prophecy orb. Yeah.
Yes. So what do you do with this information?
I was gonna because I mean I'm fascinated by it like naturally. I'm just gonna kind of clumsily stumble into the question like, oh, I didn't notice before you have a prophecy orb. You seem rather distracted by it.
In all the times that you have been here, in this room, and said so many rude things to me, I've never let you listen to it. And something tells me to share it with you now.
Because this loop is different.
Maybe I need you to understand. Maybe I need reassurance that everything is still under control. I don't know. And he tosses it over his shoulder. And it just shatters on the floor. And as it shatters, a wispy figure comes out of it and whispers the prophecy.
Ooh. Do we hear it?
Yes. The father's blood drips a discordant song. A young boy's heart shakes with fear. A family broken and shattered limps along as the truth ascends and choice is clear. The Jade Wizard walks through curtains of evil and hate to accept his fate, to take his weapon before it's too late. Sinister thoughts as time runs short, desperation drives him to his last resort. The blood that runs green remains empty and unfound, and darkness dies with love, time, and deafening sound.
That's beautiful.
Thank you, I wrote it earlier today.
Good shit.
Gotta be great on the
We
recording.
just got a letter. We just got a letter.
That's good.
We
That's
just got a
good.
letter. I wonder who it's from. I want to read. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read it too because.
Okay, I'm gonna ask him straight up, Briar. Do you have any idea what this last resort is that the prophecy speaks of?
My father despised my ideas. It is the Jade Wizard's responsibility to be the agent of life, death, time, and destiny. And he refused to act. He was the last Jade wizard of our family. And therefore, if he refused to act on the war with he who must not be named, I needed to cause a premature end so that the duties would fall to me. My ideas, you see, were to eliminate the evil at their core. The core being the house within Hogwarts that birthed them into evil. If all Slytherins were wiped out, Voldemort would lose his army.
Are you thinking about going back in time to do this?
I mean, not necessarily.
It's already started.
Oh,
man.
fuck you. That's Jeff saying that to Tommy. Sorry. I just realized that was a very Gregory thing to say.
I was going to say,
perhaps.
I'm like, and there's the evil, Gregory.
Well, we went over earlier how that wasn't a nice thing to say. Before the recording.
Before the recording, parenting talk. Anyway. Have you given it to Jenny to read?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's flawed logic. He could find followers wherever.
I mean,
Please keep going.
let me have it.
That was something that
I'm not looking at it.
That's something that Jeff actually really wanted to say, but couldn't find the right words for. Keep going.
Oh, right. I think that you really shouldn't mess with time too much because it might make it worse
It is
or make no difference at all.
It is my only hope. Because the thing that I've learned since killing my father, and Franz will like lurch forward, and I'm going to say automatically you like catch him.
No.
After killing my father, I took the mantle, and I was able to control some facets of the magic that he created or helped build. And you'll point again to the ceiling. And some things still don't quite make sense. But what I've learned is that time magic doesn't just change the time of day. It also affects the possibilities of what could be. Take, for example, my gateway room, with the paintings half exposed, half human flesh, and dead.
Yeah, it was disgusting, by the way.
And that's not natural, right?
No.
And yet the time magic made it possible. And so somewhere in between life and death, they could not exist. And therefore do not exist. The bodies of the house elves that you shared with me, that you found this time around,
Oh, that's creepy.
are my friends
Gothic horror writer.
that you
Tommy
killed
Gunton.
before. I put their corpses down there. They reanimate every cycle. Because they cannot help but serve.
I mean, that's gross too, but the portraits thing is just really, really disturbing and effing with my mind. Thank you for that.
Time magic is unbalanced. It is difficult to control.
So knock it off. Eh?
It is the only thing that we have as a chance to not lose.
How do you accept the gift of the Jade Wizard? Perhaps, like, it's got to be more than just the mantle. You said there was like a blood pact.
Some ceremony. Woo.
I killed my father. I watched his last breath. I continued his work.
So you just automatically inherited the powers.
It's not something dramatic and ostentatious and over the top. Give me a cunning check.
Maybe he actually didn't. What do you think?
There's a lot of possibilities.
You give me a cunning check too.
I got a 19.
All right, there you are.
Appropriate.
20!
Nice. Both of you can tell there's doubt in him.
I thought so.
Because I asked a poignant question in this particular
Yes, it's
situation.
all thanks to you.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
How do you know?
I don't understand time plots. So
Yeah.
It's one of my weaknesses. I can't really understand it.
Right, I am struggling, to be honest, because
You're doing great.
the reason why I struggle with time
I
plots
like
is
them, but
because
I'm not that great
I
figuring them out
fucking go
either.
really deep into each of the rabbit holes of possibilities, and I'm just like,
I want to fight him. See, he's
I am.
bluffing. He's bluffing.
Based on what your friend Franz is doing, yeah, he does too.
My
That's 2 against 1.
character. Oh, sorry. My character is chilling for the moment. I'm going to be asking a couple other questions that are unrelated first, while Jeff sorts something out real quick.
Ooh, I
and
had a
is going
question
to
and forgot.
try
Oh no.
and man, mental prowess would be so good right now.
Yeah, what,
As you guys are
I
just,
totally forgot what I was going to say.
as two of you are glaring at him, and you are like, pondering,
Yeah.
like stroking your beard that you don't have.
Spock over
He,
here.
for the first time, walks sideways across. Who has the map?
Like a crab.
It's actually side shuffling.
Right,
Like a
right
crab.
here,
Yeah.
Okay. where these are. And what that is actually a stand.
Like kind of like in Skyrim, where you see like a little mannequin and they put clothing on it.
Excuse me.
On it is a deep green-brown robe with a hood on it, and it's very pretty and rich and lovely.
And
And
Jade
right next
Wizardy.
to it is a stand that has a thick staff. And staves in Harry Potter lore are uncommon, incredibly uncommon. But there is a staff. And then there's a table with some shit on it.
Define shit.
Literal. I'm kidding. It has gloves. There's a few wands on it, and there seems to be a potion.
Potion. Wait, I don't think I even know Accio.
You
do
don't,
I?
actually. I was a bit
Gosh
loose with
dang
it
it.
last session for fun, but you do not know Accio. No.
Just because you're rolling that 20 or something.
And in this world, in this game, I think if my character really felt compelled, that she'd probably try it anyway. But not at the moment. I don't think. Just to see what would happen, you know. If I rolled high enough, he'd let me do it.
Well, I'm doing my I would like to take a look at the room.
Really?
Give me a cunning check.
At a time like this,
Oh, yes.
He's
Absolutely.
gonna kill us while you're looking around. Go ahead.
What are you doing?
I'm still got my wand out.
Good, you can protect me in case he attacks.
Yeah, I'm
I rolled
gonna
a
have to.
14 for cunning.
Jeez.
You see up above that there is a bright silver stone up above. That is the same exact color as the light that permeated out the windows when you first remember appearing here. And you believe, based on the almost reverence that he's now flashed 3 separate times up at that stone, it has very potential time magic probably locked inside of it.
We should destroy it.
Beyond that, there is still the blue-white flames in the fireplace to your right. There is the 2 house elves in front of you. There's obviously the stand with the staff and the robe that he's looking at. The prophecy is now shattered on the floor.
Boy, do I like the idea of destroying that silver stone.
Oh, do you?
Let me tell you. Hold on. Hold on. I'm just...
She wants to do something impulsive so bad.
I know!
Okay.
It's what Jenny loves doing.
No, it's my character.
Oh, sweet bird people.
That was that character too.
Hey,
What the hell?
hey, I'm just saying. It's
But that is
funny.
what-
That's
it
why
is-
it's why I
But
love
she
playing with you.
knows. Oh, thank you. Wow.
I do.
She still thinks that she is why we're in this mess. So I think she would.
Mm.
want not to do it again.
You have like a
Really
responsibility to.
Really?
Yeah. God, I like that reasoning actually. I
Oh!
really do.
Mom, flattered.
During all of this silence, he will finally speak.
Okay.
And his fingers will rub against the robe lovingly.
Feel
And he'll
it.
say, "It is hard. It is difficult. That is something new that I have not shared with you. This role does not...
It's a big responsibility.
Does not come naturally, and I thought that it would. I thought there was going to be some sort of almighty power surge that instantly taught me magics that I couldn't dream of. But it's not quite that way. And you are suddenly thrust into responsibilities that I asked for, but maybe my father was trying to keep me from it. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. I do, however, and he turns around to face all three of you, ignoring your expressions, by the way. Ignoring the... he's ignoring all that. He's like, I will say, I blame him. Because, like I said, he didn't like my ideas. He didn't want to go after Slytherin House, which was the obvious choice. He thought that immoral. However, he could have used his feeble time to teach me and be ready. But instead, he taught me nothing.
Why?
Maybe he didn't find you worthy because of what you wanted to do with that power.
Well, who's laughing now?
Me. Haha.
Why?
I can't look
Jenny,
at you.
goddammit.
I can't look at you because I'm gonna laugh and get out of
Oh.
character.
Why were you?
Tommy.
Why were you sorted in Slytherin?
He's ambitious.
Do we really have to talk about
And a
that?
snake.
Yeah.
He seems
Oh,
actively uncomfortable.
because you have to eliminate yourself then, right?
Are you gonna martyr yourself after all is said and done?
Sure, let's say that. I haven't gotten that far ahead yet.
Oh,
That's very true.
See, flawed logic.
Or would you have the audacity, after all is said and done, like house system genocide aside, to stand there as a Slytherin and say, you know what? I'm gonna live.
Let's see how I feel after everyone's dead.
See, let's find him.
No, well.
No, he still might be good.
No.
Well.
My opinion, once lost, is lost forever.
He's just Hitler. We don't mind him.
I know.
But,
I mean, they mess with time and like. It's...
Are there a million and million and million Slytherins?
Would you go back and kill Hitler? No. Everybody, every time that plot comes up, they say no, and they don't do it because it would mess stuff up.
It would.
And kill them anyway, eventually. You know, or he killed himself, but you know.
Is the loop gonna reset soon?
What time is it? Or what time is it? And it
Midnight.
says 5:30, Master.
We still have 7 hours.
No, you have some time. Why?
I was curious. I was just wondering, like, how much I can glean from this conversation and then have it be worth it, only to just pop back at the beginning of the matter.
Oh, I can cut your memory short. If you're worried about wasting your time, because I'm certainly getting to that point.
Understandably so. Why don't we just...
Why don't
I'm
we?
going to be looking at Aaron first. And then to Franz. Why don't we just join you? That seems like the way more logical answer.
I'm
Because
not
to be
killing people
frank,
other than him.
the whole like being a Jade Wizard is hard bit, I can actually sympathize with that.
You want to join him and kill these people?
I wouldn't say I want to kill people. But if it's necessary, then so be it. Do you truly believe that killing all the Slytherin would put an end to this war?
Inevitably. However, I don't believe you believe that.
And
I'm
I
actually
don't
curious.
agree with that at all.
No, I'm curious. I'm asking these questions because I'm wondering if you would be able to really explain, like, in more depth why you actually believe that would work.
Because all of the Death Eaters, all of them, have come from Slytherin House.
I doubt all of them.
And
honestly.
what's stopping you from, say, just targeting the like, instead of killing younglings,
Wow.
for lack of a better term,
Anakin!
yeah.
Anakin, no!
Why don't you just focus on the ones that have like exceptional potential for evil or whatever, or like when they're freshly Death Eaters, you don't have to necessarily take out the whole house.
Because that takes time and a great deal of effort, when in reality, think about it. If a potentially gifted Slytherin with evil tendencies is killed successfully, great day. And his friend, who is a weak dog, then mourns his friend and dedicates his life to being something greater, he could be. And then he's just as much of a problem. And that's only one possibility.
Right.
Franz will look at you and say, "You're not honestly considering this, are you?"
I want to stop him from doing this. Don't think it's right.
You're the one who sent in the hide-behinds, aren't you? It says in the book that you're supposed to be able to control magical creatures that are untamable. It was you who sent them in. And Briar will actually say, "You really have found your voice, haven't you?"
I think, to be fair, the hide behind thing being let in once we got to this point was pretty obvious. However, that was Ravenclaw, and that was some fucked up shit.
Yeah. As I said, this is not an easy mantle to take.
So let us help you.
No!
I would prefer not killing innocent Ravenclaw if we could have killed the Slytherin instead.
Like a bunch
The
of
hide-behinds
Slytherins?
were only looking for one person. And they failed at that.
Who were they looking for?
I mean, she has.
He will not answer. And he will turn his back to, or he will turn his back to you again and, like, grip the desk. My patience is wearing thin. I have no hope or expectation that you will understand. Truly understand.
I mean,
Also,
I'm kind of teetery-tottering right now. I'm pretty easy to push over. I just want to say, like, in the
Dude, I didn't know you at all, Gregory.
in the other 100 iterations, have I ever brought up, or has any of us brought up, like, wanting to actually help you?
yes,
We've said many times in the hallways that we kind of, like, you know, we support your cause and we sympathize with the fact that you're kind of like this social outcast, odd man out all the time.
yes.
Like,
Yep.
I think that's
so
kind
much
of
for that.
effed up.
This is so much more complicated. I should have just obliviated you right away.
Why? What good does that do?
We're not Slytherins.
Is there a peaceful resolution to this?
Absolutely.
Let's hear it, because
Okay?
I just don't see a reason to fight you, and if you don't want us to join you, then I would much rather avoid dying to the Jade Wizard and just go about my way with a clear memory, or what
Okay.
have you.
The peaceful resolution is that you stay put, and I obliviate you to restart the loop so that you're out of my way so that I can continue my work. As I've been doing for months.
When you say obliviate, you don't actually mean like
Obliviate is wiping
obliviate
memory.
is okay, cool. Because I want to make sure you didn't intend to say obliterate.
No.
I was like
Obliviate.
two very similar words and
Do you
two
know
very
Harry
different
Potter?
meanings.
I'm just
Just
kidding.
like, So we stay put. You wipe our memories, and we're able to leave?
No.
See, that's...
Because as soon as you rejoin the wizarding world, people will start to wonder, where have you been? That will pose questions.
But
You won't be able to answer why. People will start looking. And that's too much of a risk.
Yeah, see.
Like, relocate or something. I don't know. People will start asking questions. You're worried about people asking questions when you're planning on like, people are going to ask questions as your first bout of killing Slytherin. They're going to be like, why is a bunch of Slytherin kids dead?
They won't know it's me.
Well, yeah, they're not going to know it's you even when we rejoin the wizarding world.
It's easier to move around alone if you're trying to be stealthy.
If you obliviate us and send us back to the real world, we won't be able to tell them where we went.
But people will, will wonder why.
Will wonder why.
And begin
happened,
searching as to the reason why you have been gone for months.
Then don't obliviate and send us back.
Quite so, audience.
Then you can lie.
Quite so. How
What?
obliviate your...
That's actually... I had this weird thought in the back of my mind. That's actually not a bad idea. What if we were able to concoct a story, the four of us, about why we were gone for 7 months, and people would be able to believe it?
Jenny, give me a D20 cunning check, please.
I think that'll work. I think the other...
Hey.
Franz and I are too pissed
Hey.
off.
Hey.
6
Give me a cunning check.
plus 1.
I'm just exhausting all the options before
But
we do
clearly...
anything silly. 2.
Who does things that are silly around here? Not I, said the old man. 'Twasn't me, said the old
You guys will
man.
not be aware that Franz has moved away from you.
Franz.
Okay.
Franz has moved over to the fire.
Okay. I was curious about the fire earlier. I was so sidetracked I forgot to ask about it.
Briar also doesn't look after him,
Oh.
and is just talking to both of you.
Okay. We'll have to act as if as if Franz isn't next to the fire. This is Jeff talking. Did we establish what the blue-white flame fire was? Was it actually a flu network, or is it just like a magical fire?
Flu powder makes the
It's
flames
green, right? Okay. Cool.
But only when you throw it in.
This is bad timing. Sorry, I have to check my phone to make sure no emergencies.
Maybe
Blah, blah, blah.
while he's blabbing, I could back up a little bit
Where you want to go?
to where Franz is, but just slowly.
Okay.
And see if what's-his-face notices.
Give me
While they're having this grand conversation.
Dex check.
17 plus 6.
Wow. You stealth check successfully, and so nonchalantly go over to the fireplace that you successfully hide from his attention.
Oh, how close am I to Franz?
You're right next to him. What do you do?
I whisper, what are you doing?
I found it.
The flu powder.
Yep.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Where do you want to go?
Back to school.
You understand I'm not leaving.
Oh. Oh, shit. I don't want to leave you then.
I can send you back, though. I can put a pinch in it right now.
I could
Aaron.
go for help, but then how would I get them back?
Aaron. You notice that his hands are empty.
Oh.
He opens up his robe, grabs into a pocket, and pulls out a small pouch. He's had flu powder this entire time.
Oh. Fuck.
So, Briar, well, while a gigantic plot of things are happening, Briar, how do you feel about
I feel great about it, honestly. Yeah, I feel great about you not doing anything. His wand is twitching as he's saying this.
not doing anything? One question about the whole not doing anything, but I know what you implied,
Sure.
and I don't like that.
Yeah.
And let's just say hypothetically, unforgivable curses.
Yeah.
Yeah?
What about them?
Oh, I don't like the way you answer that. Okay. Could we Are you an honorable man? Let's just have those off the table, right? Let's just have a standard wizarding duel.
Are you asking me if I'm going to use
No, I'm
dark magic
I'm
on you?
asking you.
Dark lady left and
I'm asking you to be an honorable fighter.
Oh, you're worried that the Slytherin boy is going to do harm to you in an unfair way.
No, I'm worried that the Slytherin boy, who is posing to be the savior of the Great War, knows a couple of unforgivable curses.
Oh. I've never tried it.
I have.
what?
Stupefy.
Bluff check 20.
He believes you. Stupefy.
Cool.
Well, shit.
He misses over your head.
Holy crap.
Well, I can't leave now, so that's the end of that. I turn around.
Whoa.
Franz will see the jet of red fire go over your head, and it's literally like burning fire as opposed to a jet of just color.
Yeah.
The spell is so intense. And he'll see you barely, not even dodge, just went zinging over your head, and he shouts your name. And he jumps off the mantle of the mantle. He jumps away from the fire, points his wand, and shouts, "Crescendo!" at Briar King. Shocked, but ready for it. Briar turns right to Franz, and he casts an inaudible spell. Crescendo casts, and there's a cacophony of just booming sound waves going from his wand at the target. And it upends the table, papers go flying, but all around Briar himself, he has cast such a strong Protego spell that it creates a bubble around him that he is unaffected. You can barely hear over the sound. You can barely hear Franz shouting to both of you. And darkness dies with love, time, and deafening sound.
That's dramatic.
Last line of the prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work.
As the spell fades.
Can I have a spell ready as it's fading?
Yes, however, you will hear Briar say as his bubble is fading, "What the hell are you?"
The real Jade Wizard.
He asked Franz that.
Mm-hmm. Either of you may go.
I want to know you for better little time.
I cast Salvo Hexia on Franz.
Okay.
Do I need to do a two? Okay. Salvo Hexia, Franz. I have to reduce my MP just to make sure that it's going. 6. I am so tempted. No. Alright. Salvo Hexia. I can't freeze because I don't want to take too long of a turn because it's not realistic. But boy, did I want to play up the fact. I'm kind of just like thinking outside the box. Let's just pause about for a second because I find this interesting. What if in this time loop he's convinced that something's different because of the Kneasel and Franz having a backbone and stuff? What if I actually convinced him that I know unforgivable spells and caused him to submit?
That would have been...
I really wanted to try that before actual fighting happens.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so upset.
Yeah, it's the exact
Yeah.
opposite. Because that means that you are a target.
Yeah. I'm just like, God damn it.
Well,
Yeah, that would have been so cool.
maximum effort.
Yeah. Yeah, Salvahexia Franz, Reducto to Briar's back? Because he's talking to Franz?
He's kind of
Side.
slightly cockeyed to you.
Okay. I'm gonna just try and get him in his, like, just, like, that oblique area. 16, and then that one.
Man of Burn.
That's
Jenny.
really unfortunate. I cast a Babelius on Prior. 7.
Again?
19.
What's your spell failure? Actually, what's your willpower right now?
My willpower is 6. My spell failure says 1 to 3.
1 to 3, and 6 means that your crit is on 19. So what is full damage? Plus
Good
half
question.
magic.
Good question. Sorry. Also, I have the page. Don't have the page. There it is. Oh, it's 16.
16 damage.
25% chance to stun target.
All right, everybody roll a.
Everybody.
Oh, actually, yeah. That. Go ahead.
Everybody. 4. Oops, no.
Okay.
What are you doing? Everybody.
Everybody,
Fight.
give me a cunning check at disadvantage.
7 plus 1 is 8.
2.
And again,
Oh,
disadvantage means you have to roll twice. You
15
take the
plus
lower
1.
number. None of you see it.
well,
All right.
shit.
Enemy phase. Urt and Bernie start zinging.
Oh no, Urt and Bernie. HP is full. That's good.
All right. You feel a slight like push that does nothing to you, but you are just aware you were attempted to be affected by one of the elves, making you aware, oh, they're a threat too. You, however, are zinged across the cheek and actually cut for
80 damage.
7 damage.
Well, at least it's not 80. See, I say that so that way the more realistic number is more pleasurable to hear.
He only has eyes for Franz.
I only have eyes.
He casts Petrificus Totalis, and it will hit.
Is that...
And he will
hold
snap
on. Is that a jinx or a hex?
the curse. He will snap it as like a board, and then lean against the mantle for 2 turns. All right, your phase.
Was it me?
Sure.
Does it matter?
Not really.
Alright.
I do believe you have more decks.
Oh yeah. I have 6. How many do you have?
I believe I have 5. Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Alright. Well,
Yeah, doesn't matter.
one of them just got thrown against the wall, right?
No.
No.
You
Franz
bought
just-
Bilious, and there's 2 hells looking.
And they're firing at us, right?
You just got zinged for 7 damage.
Nobody fell against the wall? Why?
Oh,
What was
sorry,
that?
Franz did. He got
Oh,
Petrificus
Franz did.
Totalis, and now is petrified against the wall.
Okay, I'm gonna augmenti whichever one of the elves is closer to me.
Okay, the one that hurt you then.
Yes, that makes sense actually. Sorry.
Bernie,
Augmenti.
you're shooting at Bernie.
10.
Again,
8.
you hit them barely. Damage.
10.
10 damage to Bernie. He is drenched in magical water. Jeffrey.
I cast Incendio on the elegant cloak.
Oh, that's a good idea.
9, and 5. Do you want to roll damage? Five burning damage.
5 burning damage to the cloak. It lights around the collar. Not in the most prime spot, but it does like ring around the neck with flames, and instantly Briar's aware of it.
I'm trying to catch his attention.
Yep. You got it. Enemy phase. Briar first. Oh, wow.
We are doing 1 MP per round regenerate, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He crit failed.
So we've had 2 rounds, right?
Who crit failed?
Briar did.
Oh, wow.
So he is so, like, not sure what to do in that moment, and he, like, shocked at what you've done, that he doesn't act.
Oh.
Good. Fuck him.
See?
Oh, trust me, I've been on the fuck Briar train for most of the session now. I'm just acting like I wasn't. It's this thing called acting.
Or you were acting like your character and not Jeff?
My character would have tried a peaceful resolution at all costs.
Okay.
That's what I was attempting to do.
You were thrown against the wall for 8 damage.
By Elf?
By hurt.
Well, fuck that, man. Alright, 8 damage?
Yes. You slide to your backside.
I already had 8 damage on me. Were we fully healed by
Nope.
chance? No? Okay. Got it.
Alright. Roll a constitution check, please.
Moi? 8 plus 6 is 14.
You'll be able to get up and cast next turn.
Excellent.
Bernie dragged the water off of him and threw it at the robe. And it doused.
Oh. Interesting.
Elf magic works different. They're cleaners.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting.
Alright. Player phase. This will be Fran's last turn of Paralyze. Jenny.
Forgive me for my brain. Where am I in this room?
So turn it other way. Here.
There you go. You are now about right there. Because that's the fireplace.
I want to aim a rebellious at that fun crystal in the ceiling.
Go for it.
Can I reach it from here? Or do I know?
You know that it would be near the end of your Bubbly's accuracy cone. However, you can try for sure.
Okay. What? No!
You're like, oh, shit. Why did I try? Oh, no.
Alright. That is a mana burn.
Son of a biscuit eater.
Get free.
What are
Jenny,
the...
do you do anything else?
Yes, I say fuck loudly.
Where were the rifles placed?
Oh.
Right on the other side of the mantle from Franz. So you would take a turn to get over there.
Would it exhaust my major action?
Yes. Be a minor action to pick up the gun. Or one of them.
What music is this? It's pretty great.
This is called Darkest Dungeon Combat Music.
The robe is actually like wet, right?
What?
The robe is actually wet, not just extinguished.
It is doused, yeah.
I am going to say F it. And I'm going to just book it to one of the rifles.
Okay. You take a turn.
Mm-hmm.
Take a dex check, please.
Cool. Plus 5, 21.
21. You make it over there, neatly grab one of the barrels with your left hand, swing it in a ready-ish position.
Great.
Alright. Enemy phase. Briar will barely look at Bernie with appreciation for what he did and quickly return to battle, see what you've done, and go, oh, come on. And cast a crit Expelliarmus on you.
Oh.
Oh no.
And he disarms the gun, not your wand, but
Right.
the gun, and he catches it and throws it down on the ground.
I wish I had a move to just conk them into sweet, safe unconsciousness. I feel so sorry for them.
What's your dex?
5.
5.
Is it Dex or defense?
Oh, defense. Sorry.
Defense 10.
Okay. All right. You then miss an incoming spell from Bernie and just like duck out of the way. You are now right in front of the fire, right next to your friend who is starting to move again. Jenny, you are zinged by Urt this time, and you are hit right in the stomach.
Urt!
For
That really hurts!
12 damage.
12? Oh.
Player phase.
So I'm at half life.
Mm-hmm.
So no.
Adrenaline rush.
Rage.
Shadow Legends.
Okay. I'm gonna do the exact same thing again and hopefully not roll as shitty. So I cast Babilius at the crystal in the ceiling. That's a 4.
That is a cast based on your spell failure rate, so roll again for Dex.
10 plus 6.
10 plus 6. You do hit it. Roll damage, please.
$13.
13 damage.
Come on, you bitch. I saved the ceiling, not the DM.
You, as soon as your lightning magic casts around it and zings all around it like a cocoon or like a cage, you see cracks within its surface, like it's an egg slowly being pressed from all the outside, but it doesn't shatter. And you see it getting affected in some way, but as soon as it starts to crack, a field of that same colored energy comes down through all of you, having different effects around the room. Some of the paint starts to fade and then recolor. Some of the paintings start to shift on the walls. The stairs flatten into a slide. Briar starts to move slightly sideways and then catches himself on the desk. Things like that. They're just slightly shifting.
Time warps and shit.
Let's do
That's-
time warp again.
That's actually really disconcerting.
Yeah,
Because we might just get wiped out of existence.
I know.
Which, in order to save the lives of thousands of Slytherin students over time, is probably worth it. But anyway,
Aaron would die for that, I think, to save people's lives. Hufflepuff.
interesting.
Jeff.
Yeah. Even if they're not good people.
He says, "Oh, come on and explain your arms to me." I'll look at him and go, "Oh, come on. There's 2 other rifles next to me."
Nice. Nice.
I pick up a rifle and mine was loaded. I don't know if the other 2 loaded this. God damn it.
I'm not sure you did
I'm-
reload yours after shooting the elves.
I'm going to attempt. There's no use of fucking dicking around with it. I'm going to aim it at... Sorry, house elves. It's just so effective against you guys. Hopefully they're in a line.
You aim for the closest one?
I'm for the closest one, and if I'm able to, I would like to use a minor action to move so that the house elves would be in a line, if that's possible.
Okay.
18 plus 5 is 23.
Roll damage.
Oh my god, it's loaded. I'm so happy right now. Oh god, it's so much damage. 14 plus 11 bleed damage for 25. Jesus. These blunderbusses are ridiculous.
Bernie,
I know, I did not stock up on one.
as soon as he sees the barrel aimed at his nose, causes a protective field in front of him, which effectively shields most of the bullets, the spray, from going around him, effectively protecting his friend. He takes
kill
a
him.
full blow to the chest,
Oh no.
and Bernie falls over dead before he hits the ground.
You know, as sad as that is,
Better them than you, I guess.
sorry.
It's alright.
I wanted peaceful negotiations.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
wanted peaceful resolution.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm also going to minor action Episky Aaron.
No.
That was a crit, actually.
Oh. Well.
Episky. So 4 plus 1 is 5. You're healed for 5. Because that's what a crit Episky does. Nice. Next you go. So that's math. That MP regeneration, that's big. Don't forget about it. Game changing. As I actually put in the wrong number.
I got stuff on my belt this time.
That's very good. Hopefully a potion's on your belt.
I do.
Oh my god, thank god.
Hopefully I remember the last
Well, I'm not
words.
gonna Episky her anymore. Am I right?
I only have one, though.
Are you okay, Tommy?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember something. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like
Well,
I
I
got...
believe that's the end of my turn because I moved, shot, and instant action. I still have my sustain up. Yeah, I'm spent.
I don't have any instances.
Well,
Franz.
maybe you should make a character with more things to do.
Franz will step in front.
Sorry.
Franz will step in front of you this time
Oh.
to knock the barrel aside, point at himself. No, point at Briar and shout this time, cacophony. And a different sound will come out of his wand if he succeeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. And that works too.
I want to hear the
So,
sound, Colin.
cacophony. That kind of sound. Very grating and awful.
Dinosaur.
Yeah.
And it causes shaking, like in rivulets straight from his wand.
Rivulets.
And it shakes through Briar's physical form and seems to cause residue past him, like he's spreading almost in matter. And it causes it causes him to definitely look like he's in pain. However, he barely casts the Protego, but it does not perfectly protect him.
Chego's a useful
Oh wow,
spell.
he's not even confused. So yeah, he
Take it as useful.
he is dealt damage. You are not sure how much,
Okay.
but he is definitely disarmed by that move.
Oh,
because
his wand goes flying? Or he just drops
He's
it?
he's mentally like, whoa,
Oh,
I'm
mentally
disarmed
got it.
by this move. And you can tell the only thing really keeping him from really getting messed up was his immediate protection spell. Alright, enemy phase. The Protego disappears.
I could just make love to Franz right now.
Bend over now.
Aaron's
Now.
thinking that.
Yeah.
Aaron who likes Briar a little bit. Sad. Sad. A lot like high
Awkward.
school me.
Briar will take several, a couple shaken breaths, point his wand back at Franz, and say something along the lines of, "Are you kidding me, puppy? You are nothing compared to me." And he will, non-verbally,
Oh, he hot.
non-verbally, do big looping moves and do a large jet of green fire at Franz. You are not sure what this does. It hits him, and through the fire that hits Franz's frontal area, you can see his wand pointing into the heart of the fire, and it diverts slightly, but it's still hurting him.
Is it a jinx or a hex?
It is a jinx.
Good. It has a 50% chance to reflect back at the caster. Oh, if there was a roll more awesome and more important than this.
Be sure to pick an even-sided dice.
I'm going to.
My roll at the ceiling would have been important. Could have killed us all.
I'm going to go high. 3-4. 3-4 on a d4 will reflect this green jet of flame back at Briar. The real puppy of the situation.
This isn't very nice to puppies.
Yeah.
Doesn't.
He is hurt.
It's okay.
Does it protect him from damage? I don't remember.
It says protects targets from jinxes and hexes.
Alright.
Disappears after being hit, so my Salva Hexia is gone,
Yes.
and it did not reflect.
Okay. So he is successfully not hurt, but he is like physically shaken a little bit from the onslaught of green fire. Ert, looking down at his effectively friend and mentor, because Bernie was an older house elf, Ert will look at all three of you with betrayal and try to do as much damage as he can as retribution.
Oh shit, bitch.
Franz has dealt 9 damage. And Jenny,
Yes.
your turn.
Yes, well, oh, that one good move. Seriously.
Hey man, if you're a one-trick pony, you're a one-trick pony. I mean that in the best way possible.
But isn't Bobilius fun?
If
It
you
is.
consistently hit shit for 16 damage or whatever that was every turn, great.
I mean, my other stuff could help too, but it's all just a major action. So
Yeah.
Anywho, I'm gonna Bobilius myself at Briar with a 2.
Just say Bobilius myself at Briar, like
That is
Yeah, just like that.
that is a miscast. I will say it. You do not use the mana, because I will say that it's so weakened that you are disconcerted by your last Bobilius on the stone that you're like, should I? Should I? And so you don't even really successfully cast it.
I just wanted to be a magiologist, guys. Son of
hey,
a bitch.
John has been a big help. This,
Shoot! John! I don't know though. He's so skinny.
He's just been in your arms this whole time.
Can he fight?
Wow.
he pulls out a one like.
I don't want to get hurt after his
I got a
journey.
Yoda.
Oh, that was a stretch,
I know.
but it was awesome.
And I missed it, but I'll figure it
A
out.
Meowda Cadabra would have been more acceptable.
Episode 9, a Meowda Cadabra.
Can John have a turn now that I've remembered?
Yes, you may.
Excellent.
Yeah, if John could just like load all the rifles.
He has a scratch.
He
So,
does. What? Who's he attacking?
Briar. No, I changed my mind. The elf. 5. 20. Oh.
That is crit strat damage. Scrat damage? Scat damage. Go ahead. What is full damage?
4.
What was the 5 and 20 for? Because it's
5
like
was-
two scratches.
No, he has me roll twice when I make.
I was gonna have her roll twice for this case because 5 was the actual leaping down and movement because he's been held this whole time.
Got
I'm
it.
just used to him having me roll twice.
Okay.
These spells.
You are great, man. All right.
Good job, John.
Okay. Oh,
He only has 5 MP. How much is Scratch as MP
1.
then? Oh, okay.
he's limited, but you know he regenerates 1.
He actually does not. He restores
I
his sleep.
just wanted to throw it out there because it's funny. It's all like, it expends energy. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. I think I'm funny. I'm going to.
You are occasionally.
Thank you.
It's true. Like so
Thank you.
sweet.
Thank you.
Oh, Cameron's funny all the time.
Thank you. You're so
I-
sweet.
That's right.
As
Cameron's
far as
funny
this
all the time.
campaign goes.
Oh yeah,
at
that's
least.
right. So Salvo Hexia is a useful spell based on
Oh, God.
everything
I understood
ever.
that reference.
Some weird Perry botter.
Yeah. So am I still next to the barrels, or did I have to move really far from them?
You could get the last one right now.
It's really tempting. Oh, it's not going to leave me enough turn to reactivate Salvo Hexia. It's a risk I'm willing to take. because I'm low on MP. That's been like my main issue this whole freaking campaign. MP. Alright.
PEO.
Well, at least, unlike some people, I keep track of my MP, and I don't lie about how much MP I have
Who the hell are you talking
What were you
about?
from a
referencing?
long time ago.
Oh.
Jake?
You said it.
Wow.
That's true.
Poor Dustin.
He's number 99.
He like just subscribed, and he's like, hey. Sorry, my turn's take forever. There's so much to think about. All right, I'm actually going to go for the rifle and pick it up. I'm going to aim it at the just guns a-blazing house elf right now, and try to shoot him. Sorry, bud. That's a 16 plus a 5, 21.
You had a very low chance of success here. Because with that 16, I'm going to give you a hidden stat of you tell John to move.
Oh.
Call a number. 1 to 4.
1 to 4.
That turned me into a rage beast.
4.
This Berserker Aaron.
It fires. Roll damage.
I'm getting so fucking lucky on these guns, dude.
Next one of us. All these
10,
guns.
21 with 8 bleed.
21, 29. Cut in half will be 15. The cut in half is due to the distance between the two of you.
Sure. And the 8 bleed, is that also going to be cut in half?
Yeah, so it's 8.
Got it.
Or so it's 4.
4. So you get 15 damage and we'll take 4 more damage. Love it. That was actually very successful turn. Holy crap. I have an instant left in which, it's always worth casting a Pisky. I believe Franz is kind of a target right now, and he's taken a good amount of damage. I don't think he has a potion on his bow. So I'm going to do a Pisky Franz. That's a crit.
Wow.
Baby, let's go. Boink. I think, no. I'm going to be accurate with my MP. Boink, boink. 5 healing.
Alright. Ert. Bleeding from his stomach and chest from bullet wounds. Or shrapnel wounds, let's say.
And don't forget the scratch wound.
Yeah. That hurt on his nose. Looks at you with a death glare, knowing that you fired the gun.
It wasn't me.
And he reaches for you with 2
It wasn't
hands.
Got me on camera.
Roll again. Or call again.
What number on the D4? 4.
Gregory, your right wrist snaps in a bad direction.
Oh. Salvamexia.
You drop your wand.
Oh.
And you take 5 damage with 5 bleed. This is what health looks like. You're your ambiance channel, but I want commercials.
So 5 damage plus
with-
5 bleed.
Plus 5 bleed.
So I'm going to take 10 damage down and 5 later?
Correct.
Got it. Okay.
Oof. Briar miscast.
Oh.
Jenny, your turn.
Okay, so
I
you
have to,
see that elf over there? Who's a big elfy fuck?
you know what, I was gonna actually consider Babiliusing him, but I wanted to ask you what you think.
About Bobilius again?
Meta about me hitting that thing again.
That's
Bad
so
idea?
not meta.
Good
You
idea.
can literally say that in character. Like, hey, what do you think about me zapping the
No,
freaking
because
time
she
ball again?
wouldn't.
Oh, she wouldn't, though.
No.
Oh, I see.
No, she just
You're
fucking
asking
do it.
Jeff what I think
Yes.
about doing that again. Is that allowed, DM?
Of course it is. No, I just want
He's
to
a
know.
very forgiving DM.
Oh.
I'm more used to playing with strict DMs now.
I am more.
That's
wanting
always
you
been
guys
allowed.
to just have fun. So
Yeah.
please.
That's
don't
not
freak out.
That's
allowed?
kind of how I DM. Hey.
Is that ever?
So-
Wow.
Some people take it much more seriously like it's
Oh.
a job. Some
Okay.
people
Like the whole
to be-
like turn by turn, like, oh, you didn't actually say you handed him the rope, like that kind of. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
that's a bad example, but
But we retcon all the time for the sake of fun.
Yeah,
Like
it's-
that's an obvious thing you would do.
yeah, it's like the whole joke of like I go in the cave, what do you see? Nothing. It's dark. And then it's like you have rope. It's like, okay, I hand him the rope. You don't hand him the rope. Why? You never took the rope out of your inventory. Okay, I took the rope out of my inventory and then I handed him the rope. He's like, he doesn't get the rope. Why? Because you can't see where he is.
It's dark.
Because it's dark.
Escape rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, and he doesn't know where you are. It's that whole thing.
Well, that sounds fun.
It's pretty fun.
I'm gonna give Babilia step. MFing elf. 8.
Okay, and again.
11.
It casts. Roll damage. Ert, his pillowcase shirt bursts into flames with the lightning, and it is actually a quick death that you give him.
Thank
Good.
God.
That's good.
There is not even a scream, it's just silence, collapse.
It's good. You know, honestly, being obliterated by a rifle and then being zapped to shit, instant
And scratched
electrocution.
by a cat.
Yeah, that's good.
Sean's turn. Just give me a moment.
2 good deaths.
A good death.
A good death. Yes. What I love about this fight is like, it's like monumentally important, but it's just a bunch of fifth years like.
Pulling out fucking guns and firing at servants.
John.
But like the fate of the war in the world is like
Yeah.
relying on.
I mean,
oh
how
my
Harry
God.
Potter is that, though?
It's pretty Harry.
Firing rifles at house elves. It's so Harry
Well,
Potter.
no, like a bunch of kids saving the day.
Oh yes, you are very
Bellatrix throws
right.
a knife into Dobby and sticks him real. Oh, spoilers!
Dude, spoilers. Fuck.
I hate Bellatrix.
Dude, I love Bellatrix. Bellatrix is
I mean,
awesome.
she's a great character.
Great
Carter.
character.
Oh my god.
She's pretty hot.
Oh my god.
But she does terrible things to people I care about.
I love
Who
how
I don't
wholesome
even
of a
know.
mother she is, and she's like Bellatrix. Just throwing it out there.
John Sickham. John goes and scratches with his face. Briar. 11. That's weird. 12.
Okay. And damage. Give him more.
3.
Wow. Gregory.
Does John have any
Yes.
damage done to him?
John has no damage on him right now.
I almost shot him though.
He did almost shoot your friend, yeah.
Oh, I would have. I would have liked.
All right, I take the bleed at the end of my turn.
I would have Babilis
I was gonna
you
do it right now.
in battle, probably.
All right, so I take the bleed right now. All of the guns are spent except for the one that was Expelliarmus from me. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Wow, I'm at 17. It's fine. My hand is effed. I need to pick up my wand still. There's a lot of things I just need right now, just in general. I don't think I have to heal my broken wrist. Otherwise,
Yeah, you do.
I'm gonna literally not be able to do anything. Like I probably will be messing up my casting with my offhand, and I won't be able to open up my potion bottle. I'm gonna cast my my big boy MP.
Welcome to Fire Fat Boy.
Because welcome to being level 6, yo. Or what level am I? 6? Hell yeah. Welcome to being level 6, bitch. My wand. I'm going for the Hail Mary, man. I'm picking up my wand with my offhand, and I'm going to point the wand at myself and say, Volnera Senator,
Footballicus.
to try and full heal myself, assuming that would fix my broken wrist. I'm going to tell you these rolls, including the bonuses, and you tell me if it's successful or not. Because
Okay.
I'm sure I have some sort of disadvantage.
We're going to do willpower first.
Willpower first is a 15 plus 6 for 21.
That passes. Dex.
And I'm motherfucking crit, bitch!
Wow.
Alright.
Get absolutely fucking dicked on.
With that crit,
Well, that didn't go into the open flame.
you
on the
do
table.
successfully snap your wrist back in place. There is a very intense heat for a second. It goes away. You don't even feel sore.
And I'm at full health, baby.
Oh. Nice.
Do I get any special effects from it being a crit, or is it just the fact?
The crit means that you will no longer be receiving a -2 to your rolls with casting with your right hand.
I'm so relieved, I just go, oh, yeah.
Minor action.
Yeah, switch hands. I imagine the minor action was picking it up.
Yes.
Casting, I have an instant left. I only have 3 MP, though, because that was a big boy spell.
Well, do you have any belt items that could help you?
No, I can't use them as instants. The whole reason why I
I know.
wanted to do that is because I wanted to use a health potion. I'm unable to, though, right now. Well, actually, I full heal myself, so it's complete.
Are you still good to keep going?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a completely moot point for wanting to use a potion right now. However, that's what I thought. I'm going to... Has Franz gone yet?
Nope.
I'm going to wait for Franz to go, and then after he goes, I'm going to stand in front of him.
You cannot. You
Is that
already used
allowed?
a minor action. Your movement was to scoop down and grab it.
I literally only have an instant. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Sorry. That turn was actually embarrassing because I kept forgetting, like, oh yeah, I don't have that. Duh. Oh yeah, I'm full healed. Duh.
Woo!
But I love that crit though. That's
Pretty
nice.
boy.
Uh-oh.
Actually, no, that's not a crit for Franz. Never mind. Alright. He will cast Bombarda on the desk that shot behind Franz and cause it to explode.
Oh god.
He succeeds, and the impact comes from behind, meaning Briar does not see it coming, so he's actually affected
It came from behind.
and launches forward, causing him 9 damage.
Does he fall?
Nope. He barely catches himself, stands back up, looks at Franz, smirks, non-verbally slashes across the air. Franz's throat opens. Player phase.
Okay. A little shocked.
It's not good.
No. How close am I to him?
An easy minor action movement.
Good to know. Okay. Then I do that. I minor action over to him. Well, would you do that? Yeah, probably. Whatever.
Hold on.
Collaboration, no breathing.
Do you have anything
He's
that?
dying.
Do you have anything that restores MP?
Yeah, I have birdie bots on my belt.
How much? How many did it restore?
2 times 2 times 3 MP per serving.
2 times 3, so 6 MP per serving.
So there's 2 more uses. There's 3 MP per mouthful. So
Oh,
if
Thank you for understanding my shorthand.
yeah, man.
Okay, so it's 2 uses, so I can get 6 MP, which would bring me up to 10 on my turn.
But I'd have to take my whole turn doing that. I was gonna go over there and try to put pressure on that thing and like also shoot a spell. And,
I
while you figure out
can.
what to do.
I can stop bleed. I'm going to insist on having the MP,
Okay, sure.
but you don't have to though.
No, yeah, let's do that.
But that is my plan is to cast Reparo Force to stop bleeding.
How do we? Do I have to take my whole turn to give you this?
I don't know.
Is it on your belt?
Yes.
Cool. Then it's just an easy like take this.
It's a minor for both of us.
Okay.
Minor.
Give me a dex check, Jenny.
Ooh, 17.
Oh,
Plus
yeah.
5, 6.
So you don't even move over there. You toss the bag to him, and he catches it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Good toss.
Great.
Toss me. There's your Lord of the Rings reference for you, Jenny.
Yes.
Good job. I was actually doing really good with that. Great. Okay. So major action. I'm a Babilius MFer. Try to actually roll properly this time. 13. All right. Okay. 10. Oh shit! Nice. I can do math. 15 damage.
What is your defense?
It is 9.
He casts Protego.
Dang.
Received 0 damage. However, he looks very sweaty. Alright. You have a bag of beans. The way this will work is that normally it would be a minor action to have a serving. If you're wanting to down 2 servings, you are taking care of your entire major action by doing that.
This is most unfortunate.
Should've gotten over there. Shit.
That's okay. Okay, well I restore 1 MP. Before I forget.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to eat 1 of the servings. That's mandatory. Minor action gone. I have a major action. Oh my god, I have enough MP for Reparo Force.
Oh good. Does that
I have 7.
repair neck wounds?
It cures target's ailments except for stun. So that includes bleed.
It does.
I'm going to cast Reparo Force because that is a no-brainer to try and stop the bleed. And then once I have more MP, I can try and actually close the wound by healing him. Did that do any damage to him, or just his throat's
It
open?
is doing...
Just bleed.
Is doing bleed
Okay.
of a significant amount.
Got it. Reparo Force. 16. 15.
Hell yeah.
Hell yes.
Bleed stops, and it seems weird because there's an open gash in
With
him
nothing coming out.
that nothing comes out, and he cannot talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but that's what I got, buddy, old pal. I have 1 MP, and I am super spent except for instance, which I can't do. So
Okay.
Yep, I'm done.
Franz looks to you, looks at what you've done, looks to you with as much as he can of like appreciation.
Like-
can't talk, but then looks over at your guys' enemy, and for the first time seems to really actually feel the fear of death because of what has just happened to him and how easy that was to have happened.
Mm-hmm.
He will point his wand and attempt, for the first time in his life, a non-verbal spell.
Hey, look at him go.
That will cast. However, with a lack of a word to define what he's trying to do, it seems to be another sound spell that only he's been able to cast, and it shakes the whole room. And the walls shake, the paintings shiver, The furniture rumbles on the floor, and the air turns like white, like a misty white, as if there's been a whiteout in the snow. And it's hard to see through, and you're not sure what's causing the white, but you imagine it's just the general AoE magic energy, similar to time magic.
Okay.
All of you give me constitution checks.
10 plus 6, 16.
3 plus 1.
You are knocked down to your knees.
Oh, shit.
Okay. John simply hops up, and he's fine.
Goodbye.
It's like you could just not be on the ground. You idiot.
Cat like reflexes.
Okay. Villain did take damage. And the stone did too. As more cracks seem to form in the stone above you, there is more shifting of the room, in the sense that the room itself expands.
Ooh.
And it becomes bigger. The stairway becomes farther off.
What
The
in the
door
house of
becomes
leaves is
further
going
off.
on?
The windows become almost further away and seemingly smaller, but not really. They're just further. It's like the floor has stretched underneath you. Jenny.
Well, I'm on my knees, so, what type of action is it to get up again?
Because you rolled... it'll be a minor action to get up in that position.
I get up.
You're up.
Yay.
You are so up right now.
I'm so up right now.
You should be proud about that.
I am.
Like, look at you.
I'm going to cast Babilius on him again. Babilius. What's a Babilius? Tell him out of Impilius. 14.
And again.
19.
Wow.
19
That's
crits,
a
I believe.
crit.
Yeah.
That is a crit.
Ugh. Oh.
Can he do another Protego?
Oh, that's
So
16.
he just got like,
No, he cannot.
he just did like
Good.
sound, white misty
Bitch.
damage, room expansion, and then
Bum, 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 bum,
brilliant
bum.
lightning bolt
Yeah.
amidst this white misty storm. It's kind of sick. Just throwing that out there.
With a lunar eclipse. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You know.
John, go scratch him again.
Wait, what's damage?
16.
He is... Hold on.
Scratch him right in his eyeballs, John.
Jesus.
Oedipus Rex.
Eat his penis off.
Meow.
His sweatshirt and pants are torn asunder. Not naked or anything, but there's definitely tears in his clothes. And you can see coloring of an undershirt under his sweater. All of you give me another cunning check, this time not at disadvantage.
9.
19 plus 1. It's an unnatural 20.
In your rage and your point-blank range, you notice a discoloration on Briar's face.
What kind? Like he's got a rash?
Like he is no longer darker skinned.
You were polyjuicing.
Jeffrey.
Can John have a turn?
Yes, I'm sorry.
I want him to use his cat leap and try to knock him over.
It does not work that way.
Oh. Well then, I'll just have him scratch then.
If you want him to be held by Briar, that's fine.
No. I rolled an 8 for cat scratch favor.
That will miss. Jiffy.
I do not know this.
You do not.
I restore another MP.
There is the rifle that you can get to with... And there's also... On the other side... And above... There's a door... Want some pork? Hey, honey.
2 MP is such an awful number for me to be at because I can eat the beans to be at 5, which does me almost no good. I could use Ferula to... Ferula could possibly mend his throat to the point where he'd be able to talk and stuff, because I don't think he can do that nonverbal stuff all the time. I made a stout and hardy support character. I have to fulfill that role. I'm going to eat the beans and reduce myself to 0 in P as I cast Ferula on my bestest friendo in the entire world, at his necky neck. Crit.
Alright.
That would be 2 and a... Well, it's 2 plus half magic, so 3. Plus 8 is 11. 11 healing energies.
Does it cost him P to use the rifle?
Negative.
No, it is not.
That's good.
That's why I went for it.
Yeah, I have to now. I don't have anything left. And then be left.
Did you regain the 1?
Mm-hmm. But it's in my inventory.
What is?
The rifle.
No, it's
The
on
rifles
the
were taken from you in the beginning.
Oh. So they're on the floor somewhere?
There is one kind of a minor action movement away from all of you to your right. Just to remind all of you, you guys are right now standing somewhat close to the fireplace. It's like fireplace, you guys, Briar, Jade, wizard stuff. That's the order from the wall.
Yeah, there were 3 rifles. 2 of them were spent, not worth reloading, because it takes a while. And there is a 3rd one that's potentially loaded.
Right, got it. Okay. Whose turn is it? Sorry.
Yours.
Oh, it is.
Wait. It's Franz's if you're done.
I am so sorry. He's absolutely right. I am done. I'm so sorry, Tommy.
That's okay. Franz is only a little insulted because you healed him for 11. Franz says, croakily, able to speak again, says, I'm nothing compared to you. You're not even the Jade Wizard.
I knew it!
And he casts a good, hearty spell.
A good, hearty spell.
A jet of red spell comes out from his wand and casts towards Briar.
Is it stupefy?
Briar is able to potentially... Yep, he's able to clash because he rolled a 20 and an 18.
Wow.
So you're going to have a nice dramatic movie moment where it's like a red jet of spell comes out from your friends, and Briar barely is able to cast a jet of blue, and they clash like Captain America colors in the middle, and they fuse into a neat, colorful, wonderful purple in the middle, and it causes a ball and then kind of a swervy, cursive motion kind of going back and forth against each other. Shh. And it is difficult to tell who has the upper hand because it's constantly fluctuating.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that before.
You will hear
Aaron
the
hasn't.
voice of Briar crack as he shouts, "What the fuck are you?"
Hey, there's kids here.
They're asleep.
Seriously.
What do you all do in the middle of this clash?
I watch in awe.
I pick up the rifle and shoot Briar.
Oh. That's a good
Or
one.
attempt to.
I was going to put staff in the fire, too. Wait, I don't
Oh, yeah, we need to do
Okay.
stuff while they're
Right, I know.
locked.
All right. So I for a second.
Yeah, whoa, cool.
Okay. Can I minor action to the staff thing? How
To the
close
staff?
Yeah.
You can make it to the staff with a good dex check.
Ooh, that's hot.
8 plus
6.
6.
Plus 6,
Stop it.
you make it there.
I'm sorry. I'm
Fire.
really into this moment right now.
You grab a hold of the thick staff and are able to take it off its stand.
Thickums. Awesome. Now, can I major over to the fire?
No.
Oh, shit. Can I throw it in the fire?
You want a javelin thrown
Yeah,
into the fire?
yeah, I do.
You may try.
Yes. Fuck that shit up.
20!
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm Achilles' man.
You just struck it. The thick head of it all going right into the blue flame. It looks like little orbs, like it becomes blue ball because there's orbs. Okay, so you guys,
I hope this wasn't yours, Franz, Jade Wizard.
you guys watch as the staff sinks almost immediately into these flames that even while you were standing in front of them didn't feel that warm. And the wood bursts with white fire as it cracks and disintegrates quickly into something that you're like, you're not even a problem anymore. You're barely a stick. And you turn back to the actual problem.
I do say you're barely a problem anymore. You're only a stick to it.
Good job.
Okay.
Take one inspiration.
Because I like that. Good stuff. +1 inspiration.
Pick up the rifle, and I stand in such a way that I have a clear shot through the magical, well, not through the magical energy, but a clear shot away from magical energy to hit Briar. And I make sure that John, or anything of other sentiments of value, is not nearby Briar as I take this shot.
You notice as you are picking up as you see the staff burn with white fire, and you see your friend like cheer like, I did it! And you see the kitty cat run towards her, and you're like, cool. And you aim the gun over, knowing full well you don't know if this is loaded. You cock back.
It's a pump shotgun now.
And you open it and like...
Hey, there might be part of a bullet in there.
You have to align the silencer.
You never know.
Of a bullet.
It
You have to
happens
load the
sometimes.
paintballs.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, here's for it being loaded. I shoot Briar. Center mass. 6 plus 5 is 11.
wait.
D4?
D4.
Okay.
This time, highs or lows?
You roll?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put my D4 away and I will call highs.
It fires.
Get fucked. All 3 of them are loaded, bitch.
Yeah, please let it not hit. What's his face?
Oh, no, it won't. I said very clearly center mass.
It is a shotgun.
It is.
Or a blunderbuss, even.
Who fucking knows? 9. 10. 7. So 19 plus 7 bleed.
19 plus 7 bleed.
26 now and 7 later. You know, when I first got these rifles, I was thinking, probably not gonna use these.
Right.
It was like
Turns out
saving
they're a
us.
little important.
They're pretty useful.
Shrapnel from the shot flings across his neck, his chest, his arms, his wand. It bursts. And the spell that Franz has been trying to cast upon your enemy shoots through the vein of blue and it hits him right in the chest. Briar goes flying underneath the staircase.
He just got
effectively,
shot and spell blasted.
and he hits the opposite wall despite the walls being expanded.
Oof.
And
Why?
he slides as a bloody smear follows his head trail as he
Ugh.
lies limp, but not quite dead yet.
Oh.
We're not dead yet.
It is open player action.
Who are you?
He does not respond.
Well, fine.
You are also too far away to clearly make out his face.
He needs to be taken to Azkaban.
Is that, cloak been destroyed? All
No.
the way? Okay, I'm gonna put that in the fire, too.
Just fuck everything.
Yeah.
I'm
I have to roll for that?
not against that.
What's
Do I
your...
have to roll for that?
For what?
Taking the cloak and putting that in the fire, too.
No, sorry. You will, yes, but it will be an easy roll, so go ahead.
17.
17. You were able to pick it up without knocking over the stand. I don't know.
Aaron is
Get
clumsy.
ready for another ad.
And 18.
You carry over the Jade Wizard's puppet, or whatever you want to call it,
Singed robes.
over into the fire and chuck it in. However, since you are revisiting the fire, you will see the staff did not completely go away. It appears there was something inside the staff,
What is it?
as if it were a cocoon hiding some beauty within. You see a gleam of green,
Can I take a poker?
and that's
try
all
to
you.
get
That's
it?
all you can make out while these boys are doing something else.
Okay.
I don't know any of this, so I'm going to pretend like I don't know because I'm very fascinated with that.
I will deal with it on my next
I
turn.
am going to approach briskly. I'm going to examine to make sure he's not a threat before I kneel down. I'm going to examine him for any extra weaponry and make sure his wand did indeed explode.
Cunning check on his physical state.
9.
+3 with your health magic. You get a 12. You can tell that he is unconscious, but could easily wake back up. As far as the wand, the top third, like the tip,
Just blew
third, just is gone, and there is a string of gold coming out the end.
up. Is he still holding on to the 2/3
No, it's about
nearby?
1.5 meters away from him.
Just for good measure, he's unconscious. He's not waking up right now. I'm gonna go over to his wand and I'm just gonna like fling it like towards the fire. I don't care if it makes it in or not.
Smart.
I just don't care. Just as long as it's far away. And I'm just gonna say like, yo, heads up. This is like his wand's messed up. Get rid of it.
It lands somewhere between John and Aaron, and as it hits the ground, it zaps the ground innocently, but John's like, "Meow!"
Oh,
and runs away from it.
no, John, go put that up
I'm
with your mouth,
going to
okay?
I'm going to take my wand.
Chewie,
and I'm
come
going
here.
to kind of I'm going to take my wand and I'm going to press it against his forehead and like tilt his head back to see who it is.
Sorry.
The face you see is no longer darker skinned.
Okay.
His clothes have been opened up so that the sweater is now revealing a bright scarlet t-shirt.
Okay.
The person that is sitting before you is taller than Briar Kane. He is Caucasian. He is handsome. He is not necessarily even of Hogwarts age. Strangely, he looks like a slightly older Sean Thornwood.
Okay.
Interesting. I was thinking it was Sean Thornwood with your description, but you said slightly older, so it is. It's just
I wanted it to be the cool
Sean
potions guy.
Thornwood. Oh, that would have been goofy. The Sean Thornwood in the future, that's why he was so interested.
Least suspected.
Because he wanted the prophecy.
Right, it's
At
very
most-
Scooby-Doo. I wish
At
it was
most, he
Scooby-Doo.
looks like he's 21. But I'm
So he's
saying
much older.
he's not like an old man by any means,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he's not a teenager anymore.
Oh, yeah. That's,
We weren't
that's what I meant by
killing
much
kids.
older.
He is definitely of age.
I am very fascinated because that doesn't make sense for the time loop. I'm sure it does. But
Franz,
from what Gregory knows, it doesn't make sense.
Franz will say he's a metamorph magus.
Oh.
It's the only explanation for how he's able to change so fast
Right.
without a potion. We've seen no cauldrons here.
Mhm.
He admitted that he's not a potioneer.
Yeah.
And here I was believing it was
Interesting.
Briar.
Franz, how are you doing? You satisfied?
Or Friar.
We need to get the hell out of here. And this fuck needs to go to Azkaban.
Yeah, let's take him with us. You have flu powder. Why do you have flu powder, Franz?
What?
Yeah.
I've had flu powder this entire time.
Okay. What was keeping you here, bud?
Do you remember? I told you.
We need to act, not talk right now. Sorry, but you have flu powder. We need to go. I hate to cut off a good monologue. I love you, buddy, but there's a fire there. There's flute powder.
You'll take out the little pouch.
There's a very conveniently unconscious person here, in which I'm going to try and lift, and we're going to exit via fire.
He'll hand it to you.
You want to help me with the body?
Sure.
Sprinkle.
Can I try to get this thing out of the fire while he's doing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You pull the carcass of the
poker.
staff out
No.
and are able to reach into this cavity and pull out something that is something of a combination of a scepter and a wand.
With my bare hand?
Yes, it doesn't burn you. It is about
It's quite cool.
30 inches long. There are veins of green and ornate, intricate little carvings in the wood. Something that looks almost Mayan or something older type, like things that would not be part of a design of a British wand at all.
I put it in my inventory.
You put the jade wand in your inventory.
I mean, one of y'all can have it.
Oh, it's
Upon seeing it, you guys will now
it's a
be
relic,
like
really.
roughly carrying the body towards the fire now, and you will see Aaron pull this out of the staff.
I'm like, that's really cool. I'll ask about it once we get out of here.
Okay, cool.
I'm really sick of this manor.
I know you are. I know. Can I also get that wand and throw it in the fire?
Oh, you want to throw the wand in the fire?
Yeah.
The jade wand?
No, the wand.
Oh, the broken wand.
Oh.
No, the wand that. Oh God, of the dude we were just fighting.
Oh, Sean?
Yeah.
You want to throw Sean's wand into the fire?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the broken one?
It is, but
Oh, it's already broken.
You quickly pick it up. It has like a
I missed
string
the
of
broken
gold.
part. I
That's
thought you
fine.
just threw it.
That's fine. A string of gold dangling out of it, and you just toss it into the fire, and it is out of sight.
I am so cool with that. Sprinkle dinkle, make it green.
Come on, John, let's go. Meow.
Timing.
What do you say?
Hogwarts.
Is that where you want to go?
Dumbledore's office.
Oh. Okay, okay, Jeff doesn't know. Sorry, Jeff forgot. Jeff, big dumb boy. But Gregory wouldn't have forgotten.
Right.
In character, Gregory would go, destination, right? Boy, this is very much worthy of Dumbledore's office.
Yeah,
Does
we'll
Gregory
find
know
ways
that
to
there's
get
a
in there.
flu network in Dumbledore's office?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you've seen it happen with Newt Scamander.
Right, thank you. Dumbledore's office, absolutely.
Once, the blue-white flames become emerald. And at the same time, the stone above you dongs loudly.
Oh shit.
What do you do?
Keep going.
I intend to leave as quickly as possible. And I'm actually going to prioritize
With all your friends.
getting Sean Thornwood through the fire first. As odd as that might sound.
Okay. You toss him into the fire. Franz lets it happen. He vanishes. The flames continue to burn green.
The three of us, hey,
Yeah, let's go.
To the fire. Cool.
And John.
Give me a cunning check, please.
9 plus 1.
Give me a dex check, please.
9 plus 5 is 14.
Okay. Fire.
I didn't know the flute powder was going to be such an ordeal.
I think we're doing it right as that fucking thing is happening. So it's gonna be close, I think.
Oh yeah, he didn't specify how much
For
time we had left.
suspense.
Franz grabs your hand around his arm, around his shoulders, lets you go, whispers to you, "You are alive, and you are safe, and that is all that I wanted." And he pushes you in. You appear in Dumbledore's office, and behind you the flames burn red. Both of you receive 1,500 XP.
Ding!
Level,
End of session.
just for clarity's sake.
Wow.
when you say you arrive, you mean me, Aaron, John, and kinda Corpse.
And Sean, yeah.
Sean and John.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don John.
And
Triumphant.
not Franz.
Not Franz.
Dude, I just realized John Franz.
So sad.
It is sad, but I 100% am okay with that because it's what he wants, and honestly kind of makes sense.
He's a Jade warrior.
Yeah.
He's gonna continue to figure shit out.
End of session. Oh, I love it. Okay. Also, before I hit stop recording, the musical cues
Pretty
were
great.
so fucking good.
Yeah, so this track
Like-
has actually
It's
really helped me out
like
with
you
like
planned
dramatic
that?
downplay.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. When he said put your hand on his shoulder, it was all like, all I ever wanted. It was like, wow. So good. Alright. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye!
Oh, bye guys. Bye now.
He was surprised, like, oh, bye-bye. Bye. But yeah,
That's
cut off
so
the meow.
abrupt.